The coffee is black, the robot is very, very frisky, and I'd like to welcome you to the Friday, August 1st edition of Modeling Blog Daily, where Bill just kind of rants. And I'm in a Erector kind of mood, so I'm going to rant Erector with a cup of joe. I've been working on a Erector model for the last couple days, and I've had a number of queries as to where to get Erector sets. Well, currently Erector has passed several hands, by the way. Erector was made by the A.C. Gilbert Company, and eventually they went out of business, and they passed the business on to Gabriel. And then Gabriel sold out to Meccano of France, and Meccano's been making it for quite a while. And I think that Meccano sold it out to Nico, so Nico is now proud owner of Erector, the Erector brand. There are a number of modernistic kind of Erector sets that I just don't like them very well. I have them all, and I build from them, but this is probably the most current offering that is new and still available, that is worth its weight in gold. And I checked on Amazon, and Amazon still sells it. This is a 10. It's 69 or so dollars. It's got the catches. It's a wonderful original Erector set. It has a battery motor, but it builds all these fabulous models. Matter of fact, that model right there was the first Erector model that I built after my stroke. I built that one. I built that one. I built that one. I built that one. That one. I built a lot of these guys, and I built the duck, or whatever you want to call it, and a little mini Ferris wheel. Of course, the Primo is the Ferris wheel. And if you go into Bill's Creations and do a search on YouTube, you'll find all these old Erector sets. I have a playlist called Erector, and you'll see every one of them. That's a fabulous one too, by the way. And so is what I like about this set. It's all enamel, and it's a very high quality, and it has a tin, a metal tin. You can buy the same sets sometimes in Walmart for like $35 or $40. But if you're going to get one, try to get the tin version, because it's much better. The other thing that I've done, I've read these books before, but since I'm building my Erector sets, I'm rereading the literature that is available on Erector, and I wanted to show you right now what is available. First of all, the one that is the official Bible of the Erector people is the one that was written by A.C. Gilbert with Marshall McClintock. It's called The Man Who Lives in Paradise, and this is a wonderful book that was written before A.C. Gilbert died, and it tells his story in his own words, and it's quite a tale. He was, by the way, an Olympic champion, and he met Teddy Roosevelt in the White House and everything. There's a new book that was printed about 4 years ago that you can now still get, and it's a book by Bruce Watson called The Man Who Changed How Boys and Toys Were Made. Now, this is a book about the life and times of A.C. Gilbert, the man who saved Christmas. And there's Gilbert, and this is a fabulous book, by the way. If you ever wanted to know why boys are different than girls, this is a book to read. It'll tell you why the boys seem to be driven to the models, and the girls seem to be driven in other directions. It has some fabulous pictures and some wonderful ads. By the way, Gilbert, he basically marketed it to boys. He didn't market to girls. He did try to sell to the girls in the 50s, but most of his stuff was you know, hello boys, build your models, have some fun. Every boy has two sides. Hello boys. I mean, you get the kind of the impression that he's biased towards boys. He sure is. I don't think he would suit very well in these days. He had a circus car that he took around in the 20s that had all his Erector sets, and he was real proud of them. And he sold quite a. I think he was the largest toy company in the world at one time. And he also got into the science stuff, glass blowing and all different kinds. I even have, I might show it to you, I have an old Gilbert chemistry set. I had one when I was a kid. And at one time in 1937 he bought American Flyer, and they were the competitor to the Lionel brand, and there's A.C. Gilbert among his trains. I had an American Flyer set myself, and it was a rival to the Lionel. He set and opened a Gilbert Hall of Science in 1941 in downtown Manhattan, and he gave real prizes to kids if they could come up with models, and one of the guys invented the Ferris wheel and one invented the carousel. So I built that radar too, by the way, and it wasn't. I forget. I tell you, every once in a while he plops down with a bang. And some girls were lucky enough to get the Erector sets in the 50s. He had an atomic energy set, and there's the famous picture of him with his Ferris wheel. And he had a place, the hunting lodge that he in New England that he called Paradise, and that's why he called his book "The Man Who Lives in Paradise." But in any case, Erector. Matter of fact, there's that guy I showed you the other day. Bill Beam of Dayton, Ohio, has the largest and best collection of Erector anywhere. I'll be eventually building a lot of these old-timey Erectors, and some of these new ones. I built that thing 3 times. I just love it. I just love it. It's a lot of fun to build, and I love everything about the Erector set. So, like it or not, if you watch my videos, you're going to be see sprinkled amongst Lego and Kennex. You're going to see Erectors every once in a while. Not as much, because Lego's still my favorite brand. Bill in Red, and a very, very sleepy robot wish for you and yours a wonderful Friday ahead. Sayonara, my friends. Sayonara.